Hey, do you remember those 2004 Bionicle sets? We were in a brand new world, Metru Nui, and with it came some of the coolest sets we'd ever seen, especially those Titans. Yet we also got a pretty sweet combo model that combined all three of these sets into one sick, nasty monstrosity. So let's revisit this awesome time in Bionicle history and take a look at how the LEGO community has revamped and reimagined these characters. I like the sound of that. Let's frickin' do this. I want to start off with a childhood favorite of mine. This is Nidhiki, the Silent Assaulter, and this has been revamped by Buki. Right off the bat, I love this new head design, making use of two of these Visorak foot pieces. Turning that into the back and the front sections of the face, that looks phenomenal. Yeah, and it still matches the original set. The aesthetic and the feel of it, it's pretty similar. But it's nice that the face is a little bit more distinct this time, because the original set, it was the same head as the Vaki, just in a different color. Which is fine, it looked good. But it's nice that Nidhiki has a little bit more of his own personality. Now he stands out a little bit more, and he deserves to stand out more. He's frickin' Nidhiki! These new legs are also pretty fancy, aren't they? It's a little bit more armored up than the original design. Yeah, which is good. However, this is also a little bit more accurate to how he appeared in the Legends of Metru Nui Bionicle movie. Actually, a lot of this is very accurate. Yeah, like using these feet pieces for the clawed hands, or even the use of some of these CCBS pieces for shoulder armor. I mean, that's a perfect fit. But as much as this is taking notes from the movie version, there are a few little details that pay homage to the original set. Like the mouth. You can actually stuff the disc inside. The set could do that, and now the mock can as well. I quite like too that the robotic arms up here, they do have a little bit of movement. The original set couldn't do that, so this is a nice touch. I mean, this is delightful. So poseable, so accurate, and it's breathed a lot of life into this very iconic toy. And you cannot have Nidhiki without his buddy, Krekka. This revamp is brought to you by Thirok's Journey. So here's a nice little side-by-side with the set and the mock. Now, you can see the kind of bare bones, the rough structure. It's decently similar. I do like, though, that the original shape of the feet, that hasn't really been changed too much. But everything else, at least from like a design perspective, is a bit of a big change. But that's because, once again, it's being based off of the movie version of the character. And mate, this is basically a one-to-one recreation. Lovely choice to use some of these Technic connectors and panels and all sorts of different pieces to craft the armor on the lower arm. That's a pretty good match. And those fingers as well, beautiful. But how good is the head design? Really nice idea to use some of these armor pieces for the kind of nose and the top of the head. If you want this piece, it came in white in an old Green Lantern set. I mean, this is so clean, so well crafted. And look at all of that compact armor on the chest. I adore this. Well done, Thirok's Journey, you nailed this. This might be my favorite revamp of Krekka that I've ever seen. Up next, we have Turaga, Dume and Nivawk by Naka Corette. So as you can see, the original set, it showcases a giant bird with Turaga Dume strapped to the torso. It's like he's a little baby in his mother's arms. I always thought that was kind of silly, but I love it. It's fun. But now, the set has been reimagined as a dragon. Sure, it's different, but yo, doesn't it look sick? But I like that it's kind of like a dragon bird. The facial area does have, some vibes of a vulture. It's a nice blend of the two, but, it obviously leans a lot more into the dragon aesthetic, which works. Plus too, that was the big twist in this era of storytelling. So hey, if you're behind on your story for Bionicle and you don't want spoilers, here is a warning. Of course, Turaga Dume was secretly Makuta Pterodax in disguise. He was the big bad evil of Bionicle. So of course the big bad evil guy's gonna ride on a dragon. That's just a perfect match. I love this twist, I love this change, even if it is a little bit more of a radical difference. Lovely choice too to use this Visorak headpiece for the thigh. The shape, the curvature of that element, it's a perfect match. The wings though, don't they look great? The trans blue, the spikes coming out the sides and the edges. But as you might be able to see, this is doing a little bit of digital shenanigans. There's pieces that are being morphed into other pieces, and there's certain elements here that just straight up don't exist. And you can get away with that when you're building a digital mock, nothing wrong with that. But look, it is fair to say that this is a little bit disappointing because, a lot of people like to stick with only official LEGO pieces. That's a lot of the joy of building a mock. The challenge is, hey, can you only use official LEGO parts to make something that technically anyone else could also make if they have those pieces? That limitation can be very creative and very fun, but that's not happening here. But dude, even still, I like this. Because one, it does look cool, but it also reminds me of some existing LEGO pieces. There's this old LEGO set, it's a Mars rover, and it has these interesting and kind of strange trans blue panels. Wouldn't it just look sick if you got these elements and you turned them into wings? You just have to build some sort of Technic frame to attach them onto the bird's arms, and I think it would look great. So look, while this design isn't purist and it breaks some of the rules of LEGO, I don't know if there's rules, but you know what I mean. Taking a look at stuff like this can still give you inspiration, it can still give you ideas. And it's almost a fun challenge to reverse engineer this and actually try to make it with LEGO bricks. I like that. And hey man, it's just great to see a very, very different approach for Nivawk. A freaky dragon bird? Heck yeah. Now, and as Bionicle fans know, the 3 characters we just spoke about, you can take them apart and turn them into ultimate Dume. And this brilliant set, it's been brought to life in a new way by Gaimi Bricks. Dude, this creation has presence. Giant wings, a big evil red arm, and scary looking teeth. Yes! When you put this side by side with the original, yeah, wow. It looks kind of pathetic. The original toy was so thin and gangly. It just doesn't pack as much punch as the mock does. And look, that comes down to the age of the set, but also the fact that it's a combiner model. Because, you got that limitation of only being able to use pieces from certain sets. And on the one hand, that can be a great way to get creative, but it can also severely limit you. And those limitations are pretty obvious on this set. But hey, that's why people build revamps. Let's take this character and build how it looks in all of our minds. Let's bring that to life. And this is exactly how I see that character in my head. It's gorgeous. And look at these new wings. They're so good. They're using some of the blade elements that come on the Dune Ornithopter. And remember, these pieces are massive. It only makes sense to use them on, well, a character that is canonically huge. You'd struggle to use these big pieces on your average, Matoran or Toa. They would just be too large. This is a dream come true to see these pieces in action. I'm glad too that the colors weren't messed with too much. The original color scheme is just that little bit too busy. But here, weirdly enough, surrounding it with a lot of black and silver kind of distills those crazy colors just a little bit. It makes it a little bit easier to visually digest, Nothing feels too over the top or, busy. And man, how about that face? That new bottom jaw, this piece is from a bit of a rarer set. It's from a Chima Ultra build, this guy. And isn't it crazy that that bottom element, it blends so well with Dume's mask. The shapes, the curvature. I didn't think it would work this well, but dude, it does. You love to see it. And last, but definitely not least, it's my boy Toa Lhikan and Kikanalo. This is made by Rex Dynamic 020. This new Kikanalo design is top notch. The new hunched over design, it feels a lot more, like a robotic rhino. And also, the inclusion of the tread on the back leg, I really like that. It feels like a callback to some of the 2001 Rahi sets. The Muaka and Kane Ra, they had that. It's nice to see a little bit of repetition and consistency. It creates an interesting, design language for the Rahi creatures. To me, the similarities actually make the world of Bionicle feel more real. Yeah, you're like a scientist studying these creatures. You notice the similarities and you classify them under one family. I just really like that. Oh, and this mock also has a play feature. You push down on the back and the horn of this rhino, it stabs its enemies. Oh, that's so cool. Dude, I wish this was a set. I'd have so much fun playing with this. And Lhikhan looks great too. Now he's got a lot more armor, he's a lot more posable. Actually, I think stepping away from that Metru frame that the original set has was a good idea. It allows for a lot more customization. And seeing him decked out in even more gold armor, it's a good thing. Lhikhan was always the coolest. But thankfully, all of this new armor and a lot more of a detailed design, that doesn't come at the sacrifice of the gear function, because this still has it. You just don't see enough modern creations these days that have a really good design and a good amount of play features. It's a rare and precious thing. So that is the Metru Titans. Aren't they great? And weren't these creations just mind-blowing? I hope you enjoyed them as much as I did. And be sure too to take a look at the links below. In the description you can find more from all of these builders. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to eat some tacos.